Hello, snakes. My name is Dante, and today it's Podcast Tuesday once again. But this time we're gonna do something slightly different. We're gonna review 10, not really reviewed. Talk about 10 famous people and celebrities and stuff who play Magic the Gathering. So we got some actors and I don't know if singers as well, but like we also got like uh um, athletes as well, like NFL players, uh, martial artists, and yeah, we and even authors as well. And should stay tuned right until the end of the video for an amazing, a brilliant mind who also apparently, not sure if apparently, plays Magic the Gathering as well. So this is instead this is actually my first podcast without any cards, I think. But and with instead talking about different people. So let's go into the combo of the week, which yeah. So we got these three amazing people. Well, yeah, we got Alan Tudyk, Felicia Day, and Joss Whedon. Whedon? Yeah, I don't know exactly how to pronounce those names. Some of those which I just knew for like the first time. So Alan Tudyk. So they're all three just actors and other stuff. Well, Alan Tudyk has worked with Felicia Day and Joss Whedon in a few films and stuff, and also with others who also play Magic the Gathering. But these are like the three I found that. Well, Alan Tudyk worked with these two, and yeah, they play Magic the Gathering, and also Joss Whedon is the one who wrote like the Buffy film apparently, and also Zack Snyder's Justice League, and also the original Avengers film with also Age of Ultron. So yeah, so these are some big names and stuff, and apparently, and yeah, also Alan Tudyk was gonna be in some Rogue One series, I think, which found out that they're gonna make in Disney Plus or something. Well, yeah. But what I also found out is that they play Magic the Gathering as well. So yeah, they're a part of our community of constantly growing Magic the Gathering players. Whether or not we play digitally or physically. So yeah. Now let's go into the non-vote of the week, which is actually the only cards that are going to be featured in this podcast. Well, yeah. Let's go into the non-vote. So we got Fire and Goblin Electromancer. This is actually the only, well, probably the only moment in this podcast where we're gonna where I'm gonna mention like cards. So this is a non-vote because, well, Goblin Electromancer is making you pay only 2 mana for Slaying Fire. Because this costs like 3 mana, but then the Adamant is if you've paid 3 red mana to cast it, deals 4 damage instead of 3 damage. So if you do 2 and a red, it's 3 damage. 3 reds is 4 damage. Goblin Electromancer makes you cast it for 1 less. So you can't cast it for 3 reds. You only cast it for 1 and 1 red. So it only deals 3 damage. You can't deal 4 damage if you have Goblin Electromancer out on the board with Slaying Fire. So that's the non-vote of the week. Now, let's go to our celebrity number 10. And it is... yeah. And it's Josh Barnett. He is a mixed martial artist, and yeah, he does MMA and yeah, and it seems that he actually played Magic the Gathering since he was 16, I think. Yeah, so he was 16 when the game was fairly new, and so yeah. So this is Josh Barnett, and he is a mixed martial artist. I don't know much about MMA or UFC or stuff, but he is a part of the Magic the Gathering community. So yeah, he deserves our and he's famous. He deserves a spot in this podcast. This isn't ranked in order of like who's greater than the other. This is just 10 celebrities that play Magic the Gathering, and yeah. So just don't think like, oh, why you put someone in number 10 slot when someone who I don't like is in the 2nd slot. It's not ranked in order of like popularity or greatness or stuff. It's just 10 celebrities who I just decided to put in this podcast. Yeah, let's go in to our number 9, and it is we got Post Malone. He is a rapper and singer and stuff, and he also plays Magic Gathering, which was revealed during the Modern Horizons 2 release, because he was in a Command Zone Game Nights episode. So yeah, that is actually really cool. I did not know he played Magic Gathering, and he is actually a big fan as well of the game. So yeah, but that's like first time he's been in Command Zone in Game Nights. Hopefully he goes to Game Nights again. I don't know, but yeah, comment down below if you've watched this video or not. So yeah, it was actually, I just also found, the thing is I don't watch Command Zone as much as I used to before, so I wasn't aware that he was in there until a few months ago when people just started talking about it, and like, oh cool, did not know Post played. Well, he does, and I just watched a bit of the video, an introduction on him, and yeah. He gets in our number 9 spot, and I think I've listen to one of his songs to, I don't know. Let's go in to our number 8. And it is, and we got Chris Kluwe, a writer and a former NFL player at the Minnesota Vikings. So, and also he plays Magic the Gathering. So that is, so he deserves a number 8 spot. I don't know much about the Minnesota Vikings. But I mean, I did watch one of their games against the 49ers. So yeah, when I went to play the GP, I also went to the 49ers game. It's also against the Vikings because well we just were there, so we just were able to watch the game. And I mean, yeah, it seems that he plays Magic the Gathering, so he deserves a spot in the podcast number 8. Let's go in to the number 7. It is. We got celebrity number 7, Brandon Routh. He actually played Superman in a few films or series or stuff like. Even in Arrow, apparently he played Superman and also the Atom as well. And he also played the Atom. So yeah, he's very so yeah. I mean, I don't know much about DC or the DC films or stuff. So yeah, but it seems that he plays Magic the Gathering. So he deserves a spot in this podcast. Pretty cool. Now let's go in to the number 6. We got Ali Brosh. Uh, she was the one who made the famous webcomic uh, uh, a hyperbole and a half or something. I don't know if that was the name of it, but yeah, it was actually a popular webcomic that had a few memes and stuff, and yeah, I haven't really read it or anything, but yeah, it seems that she plays Magic the Gathering, which I mean, which is also interesting, and she deserves a spot in the number 6 in this podcast. Yeah, that's our uh, uh, so yeah, she's our number 6, Ali Brosh. Let's go in to number 5. We got Will Wheaton. So yeah, he I think yeah, it was him. He was in Star Trek, I think. Yeah, that was yeah. He was the one in. Wait, was he the one in? No, wait. Who was it? Oh. But yeah, he plays Magic the Gathering. That's yeah, he was the one in Star Trek. Yes. So Will Wheaton, our number five there. He was in the Star Trek Next Generations. That was like the say series. Apparently, it was quite old series. So yeah, but he was also in other uh, in other series and films. I don't know films, but series. Apparently, he was also in Big Bang Theory. I think. Yeah. Uh, so yeah, he's the number five. Will Wheaton. And let's go in to the number four. We got Brandon Sanderson, and he is a fantasy author, novelist, and I can't remember which book he wrote, but he does uh, play Magic the Gathering, and like which kind of which uh, kind of made sense considering that he plays Magic the Gathering, which Magic the Gathering mainly is a fantasy themed and nerdy card game. Thing is that Wizards Coast starting to get a bit more sci-fi and stuff, which people were complaining about how the game's becoming not what it is supposed to be, some fantasy themed like magics and warriors and stuff. What because it doesn't fit the theme of the game. When we got like some cool sets like new Phyrexia, Mirrodin, and then and also Kaladesh. Then people were complaining about Kamigawa Neon Dynasty because it wasn't uh, fit to the theme of the game. I think like Magic Gathering should fit with whatever theme they want to fit with each of their sets, and then just freely make their game as they should, and introduce as many collabs as they wish. So, but yeah, he's a brilliant man, and I mean I haven't read any of his novels or stuff, but yeah, he is the number four. To the number three, it is we got Danny Trejo. So he he is the one who was in film Desperado and also some other very famous films and and it's and I found out during Strixhaven spoiler season that he plays Magic the Gathering because he was the one who spoiled the Professor Onyx card on Twitter. So yeah, so you know the Professor Onyx card when you're checking. Who else remembers when we were checking the Strixhaven spoilers? He was the source of the Professor Onyx spoiler. And also, when you go into his website, he is selling, I think, don't know if it's his favorite card or just some card related to him. Trusty Machete. That is his card. A 1 mana artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +2/+1 and equip 2. So he is selling copies of that card with his signature on it for like $30 to $35 on his website. So I believe it probably is his favorite card. So yeah, I think like that's one of like the most expensive signed cards, or like compared to the original price. That isn't well, not like uh that isn't like the artist or stuff like. Because the thing is that like when a card is like, if a card is signed like by Christopher Rush or something, if a card illustrated by him is signed by him, it's gonna be rare because he's dead, and he won't be signing any more cards because of his because he's not alive, unfortunately. But then, uh, for example, I don't know how much the original Trusty Machete is worth. Something I don't know if it's worth much, but this card signed by Danny Trejo is actually like uh fairly expensive. So he must be some big name. So yeah, he must be a big name then among the uh, among the world. In fact, not just the MTG community. He's like yeah, he was in Desperado. So let's go into the number two. We got Cassius Marsh. He is an NFL player, and several times he was in command zone. Not just once. Like he was like a frequent guest in command zone. Like uh, he was like probably like one of the most common guests. Like command zone, uh, similarly to Tularian Community College. The professor I meant, yeah, yeah, he's yeah the professor, uh, Kyle Hill, uh, and I don't know who was like the fourth one. Also, like also Mel B as well, and but then like there's this one more who I saw in most of uh, Command Zone's game nights, but I don't remember her name. But Cassius Marsh, uh, uh, he is an NFL player. Like I don't remember what was his team or what was his position, but I just I watched like two Command Zone, two game nights videos in which he was in. So yeah, that's our number two, Cassius Marsh. Now for the number one, and he is we got Grant Imahara. He was a uh, a member of Mythbusters, which then he moved from Mythbusters uh, to wait, was it? I think it was called White Rabbit Project. I knew it was like White Rabbit, but don't know exactly what project what. But yeah, he was a member of Mythbusters, and he was also a Magic Gathering player. Uh, so yeah, he was a uh, he was a great man. He was a great Magic Gathering player. Also a really great member of Mythbusters. So rest in peace, you will be always remembered. Grant Imahara. Yeah. Unfortunately, he died about a year ago or something. So yeah. I think it's actually really depressing because I used to watch MythBusters a lot and White Rabbit Project when I was a bit smaller. So yeah, just found out today that he played Magic the Gathering. So yeah, he is a number one. So yeah, congratulations, you've reached the end of the podcast. So uh, so we so this was actually a very interesting podcast because this is actually the first podcast I made that does not uh, that doesn't actually have uh, cards in it, or which wasn't actually about cards. It was about famous people who are also part of us, Magic the Gathering players. So yeah, it was. Uh, some of them were revealed like in some interesting ways, like some Reddit Ask Me Anythings, or in some Twitter posts and and other stuff such as that of like Danny Trejo, and then uh, and then some Command Zone appearances such as that of Cassius Marsh and Post Malone, and then some Day Nine and stuff with against like Day Nine against some famous people like uh, or something like that. I don't know. Just don't know much about Day Nine. Like it's like he's some commentator or something, and so I think Day Nine was like League of Legends player, if I'm not wrong. Uh, so yeah, yeah. Congratulations, you've reached the end of the podcast. So if you like this kind of podcast, just give this a like, subscribe, and maybe I might continue making some other podcasts similar to that one. If not, then but don't worry, there will still be podcasts uh, about cards and spoilers and stuff. Don't worry. This was just a this is just a special podcast just to mention some of the greatest and uh, players like famous people who are part of us, and like some you didn't know played, and some that you probably know knew played. So yeah, so that's our podcast. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, follow, share with friends. Stay tuned to its videos, streams, and podcasts. Podcasts will be live every Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. CET. So stay tuned to them, which is also 5:30 GMT. So you should definitely try and stay tuned to like each of them if you don't want to miss out any podcasts or videos. Click the bell icon or just follow and enable notifications on Twitch. And yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and bye.